You mentioned earlier, like when you were in the retreat, that happiness is now. But I think a lot of people have a hard time being present with the now because you mentioned that there's the monkey mind
Hmm.
is so prevalent in so many people's lives because there's so many distractions. Like how would, and I found that meditation has been one of the biggest tools
Hmm.
in becoming more present,
Hmm.
aside from like exercise or things like that. Like how, what are some tools that help you, I guess, come back to the now to be present?
Yeah. So just recently, I've just been doing a lot of, you just got to be in tuned with uh, kind of like yourself and what are the things that you do when you're anxious or you're angry. And for me, when I get anxious, I have an urge to drink alcohol. And for many adults, it's a way, or wine for many adults, because it calms you, it kind of like numbs you to not feel anything
Takes the edge
because
off.
it hurts so much. Like anxiety, like panic attacks can hurt so much you just want it to stop. And a way to do that for many adults is to numb by a substance, right? Or
Hmm.
alcohol or whatever it is. And so I learned that early, like there's going to be these anxieties, but please promise yourself that you're not going to go to that you're just going to feel it and you're going to let it pass because it does pass. Like if you want to drink in an hour, go ahead and drink. But you know what happens after that hour? You usually don't want to, you know? Or
Hmm.
if you want to eat, you're an emotional eater and you're like, oh, I'm just going to eat this cake.
Hmm.
Okay, well, give yourself an hour. If you want to eat that cake in an hour, go ahead and eat that cake. I bet you when the hour passes, you don't want to eat that cake anymore, right? When I have the monkey mind going, or if I'm watching the news and I see our president talking about injecting yourself with Clorox or whatever, and I just get angry because he's being so ridiculous. But you have to understand that um, you just have to accept it. I get anxious, you have to accept it. And the three things that I tell myself is to see. Like I stop myself, I say, see. And then I look around and I point out the things that I see. Microwave, computer, I see
Hmm.
you. I see my microphone. I see my mouse. And then so I'm actually pointing out the things that I see. And then the next thing I'm going to do is hear. What do I hear? I hear myself. I hear there's like an air conditioning sound. I hear water. And then the third thing that I do is how am I feeling? I'm feeling really good right now. Not too anxious. I'm feeling actually excited. I'm in a positive state. I'm feeling pretty good. And once you go through these things, those three
Hmm.
things, you put yourself into the present moment. You put yourself in it now. You snap back right out of it. And if your monkey mind goes again, you do the same thing. You kind of train yourself to kind of get out of that because there's no life is not lived in the past. It's not lived in the future. Like it's already happened. We've already had our segment 5 minutes ago. Your life is always happening at this moment. And if you can live in this moment as much as possible, you'd be amazed at how much anxiety and how much hurt you'll surpass. Like you won't even feel it, you know? You'll be more grateful.
Yeah. Too good. That was I loved hearing that because it's a new uh, tool for me to try out in terms of like being present, especially when you're triggered. Like it's easy to be like to react. So
Oh, my mom is a big trigger. I think a lot of people's moms are triggers. And it's like, it's so